1 second, y'all. All right, hold on 1 second. Let's see y'all hear me? Y'all can hear me. All right, welcome to the return of the master of the mat. It's been a while since I've done one of these. I'm back. I'm going to touch on a lot of subjects this evening. We're going to touch on the return of Barry Corbin, Kenny Omega, MJF. That was a classic on Wednesday night. We're going to touch on what happened with CM Punk returning in Chicago to beat Sami Zayn for the WWE Championship. And a lot of people, now they say CM Punk is an 8-time World Heavyweight Champion. In actuality, CM Punk is a 9-time World Champion WWE because their count is off. I don't think they're counting the ECW World title. If they are, if they're not, maybe I don't know what they are they're doing, but they should be. CM Punk is an actual 9-time champion in WWE. 1-time ECW. He is the only man to hold the old version of the World Heavyweight Championship and the new version of the World Heavyweight Championship. 3-time World Heavyweight Champ with the old version, 2-time World Heavyweight Champ with the new version. That's 5. You count the ECW, that's 6. And he's on his 3rd reign as the WWE Champion. That is 9. Now, outside of WWE, he's a 2-time AEW Champion. That's 11. And he's a 1-time Ring of Honor World Champion. That's 12. So CM Punk is an overall 12-time World Champion. He came back in his hometown of Chicago, Illinois, to win the WWE Championship for the 3rd time in his career. Now, I got 3 people watching. Y'all could chime in and answer this question. Last night, and this is one I'm gonna get out of. I'm so tongue-tied. Bear with me. Ha! CM Hogan. Ha 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 ha. This is a question for you. Last night, SmackDown was in Oklahoma City. Now, a lot of people remember CM Punk cashed in Money in the Bank for the very first time in Oklahoma City on what superstar to win his very first world championship? Who knows that? It was in Oklahoma City. He cashed in on what superstar to win his first world championship? Because last night, SmackDown. Yeah, it was. It was Edge. And last night, Oklahoma City, he came back to where he won his first world championship from. Let's talk about CM Punk right now. Everybody's calling him CM Hogan. You saw the memes on Facebook with Cody like Bret Hart and CM Punk with the Hogan shirt on. You saw that. I mean, look, man. He wasn't advertised. He wasn't promoted. He wasn't promoted for the show at all, and it worked. It worked. He showed up, and that Raw got the most ratings it ever did. He's turned to the very hated. I don't think CM Punk cares, to be honest with you. I really don't think he cares. I mean, but it worked. You got to admit it worked. The man was not promoted on the show. It was supposed to be Cody and Sammy, and Cody was going over to win his fourth WWE championship. But I guess creative got tired of the Cody Rhodes story. I'm going to touch about that later. But yeah, I guess creative got tired of that. So they said, okay, we're in Chicago. The fans haven't seen CM Punk since night after WrestleMania. He's not promoted for tonight. He's not scheduled to be on tonight's show. He came back. Now he's on SmackDown. Now you look at the dynamic of SmackDown right now. They have CM Punk, Damian Priest, Finn Balor, Cody Rhodes, Gunther, and after last night, they may have Nick Aldis, who's a former NWA World Champion and a former TNA World Heavyweight Champion. So you got to ask yourself, who's doing? Yeah, Raw got Roman. They got the new Enforced Bloodline. They got all that. But who's doing better, Raw or SmackDown? You know what I'm saying? And I don't know about y'all, but I'm clearly sick and tired of this whole Cody Rhodes dynamic. Look, he beat Roman at WrestleMania. He finished the story. Okay, he beat Cena at SummerSlam. He rewrote the story. How many damn stories do you have? Seriously. How many stories are you going to write? I'm so sick of seeing Cody Rhodes in the main event spot. Look, it's not working. Dustin was on Dave Meltzer a couple of days ago, and Dustin said this. He said, my brother has become a watered-down bitch of the version he was in AEW and New Japan Pro Wrestling. And I kind of agree with him 100%. And come on, man. Look, Cody was a beast in New Japan. This man is a former Ring of Honor World Champion. He's a former IWGP United States Champion. You talk about what Cody has done. He's a 3-time AEW TNT champion. This man has basically made a career out of shutting people's mouth. On the very first AEW show, he came out, took the sledgehammer, and destroyed the throne. We all know who he was referring to. He was talking about Triple H. Okay? He had a hell of a match with Chris Jericho. He lost it out. We couldn't challenge for the world championship no more. So I said, I guess Cody figured, if I'm not going to be in a company to challenge for the world title, there's no need for me to be here. Time to take my ball, go somewhere else. He left. Came back to WWE. Now, remind you, Cody have said on many occasions before coming back, I will never go back to WWE. Ain't that what he said in New Life? Did he say that prior to returning, he would never go back? He's still watching? Cody said he would never go back because they didn't do nothing but try to kill his career. Stardust worked for him. This guy went through, you think about it, if you really think about it, Cody had a lot of personality, the dashing, Cody Rhodes, destruction, Cody Rhodes. I mean, come on, man. Cody went through so many, and it worked. He won the Intercontinental Championship twice. He beat the Big Show for it. Then he beat Ezekiel Jackson to win his first Intercontinental Champion. He beat Big Show to win his second Intercontinental Champion. Him and Goldust became tag team champions on 2 occasions, or 3. I'm not really sure about that, but yeah. He left. He came back. Cody's now a Triple Crown champion. Then he went on, and to this day, he is in the history books with the NWA because him and Dusty are the only father-son duo to win the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. You know how many guys wish they can say that? They held the NWA World title with their father. Barry Windham can say he can't say that. Okay, Barry Windham to Ric Flair can't say that. So, but Dusty can say that because not Dusty, Cody can say that. Just saying, how many? Look, the way it was supposed to read out, it was supposed to be Cody over Sami Zayn. Let's talk about Sami Zayn. He scratched and clawed for 25 years to get the WWE Championship, only to hold it for 9 days. 9 days. Come on, man. I am so sick and tired of WWE using Sami Zayn as a transitional champion. It's not even funny. Then you got Trick Williams. He won the U.S. title. I'm going to touch on Trick later on in my show, but I'm going to stick with Sami right now. He was the transitional United States champion. And I didn't like that. And I'm going to tell you why I didn't like that. Because, in my opinion, you got somebody the caliber of Sami Zayn, and you make this man a transitional champion. For those of you who don't know what a transitional champion is, you're holding the championship. You're a placeholder for the championship until the person who they really want to have the championship. They did it with Sami with the U.S. title. Okay, it was word that Carmelo Hayes didn't want to drop the title to Trick Williams at WrestleMania, and so they took the title of Carmelo and they gave it to Sami as to be a transitional champion. And to me, somebody with the caliber of Sami Zayn, this man is a Grand Slam winner in WWE, U.S. champion, tag team champion, Intercontinental champion, WWE champion, NXT champion. He's done it all, and you make this man a transitional champion for the second time in his career. Are you serious? This man can talk on the mic. Sami can literally talk you into hating him. He can talk you into loving him. He can talk you into hating him. You know how many people can do that? Not many in WWE right now. Dominic Mysterio can, but Sami can talk you into hating him. And I ask you, does Sami Zayn deserve to be a transitional champion? Or should he have a longer run with the WWE Championship? Hell, you could have waited until Madison Square Garden and let him lose the belt to CM Punk and MSG for Saturday's main event next weekend. But no, you got Punk and Cody against Gunther and Sami in a tag team match. And I pray Triple H take the words of ESPN and Peacock, because they told him you need to start adding more matches to the premium live shows, and he does. Hey, look, man, I'm old school wrestling fan, hands down. Hands down. I miss the old days when we go in front of TV and on a pay-per-view and you watch. It was hours on hours of wrestling. Now you get about 4 or 5 matches for WWE. 5 matches. Are you serious? And then you mad when people don't watch the product. Maybe because the product not that damn good. Yeah, but now ESPN and TKO are blaming Triple H for not making the matches. Like you said, TKO chose that. Now, I have an issue with Paul Levesque But my issue with Paul Levesque is this: you the head creator, you the head creator, you're probably the head writer. My issue with Paul Triple H Levesque is this: you got a guy on your roster that has tons of potential that can go to the top, and you are sleeping on Carmelo Hayes. Now, I'm going to say this, and it may be debated. Trick Williams didn't deserve the U.S. title. He didn't need that. He's a former world champ, for goodness sake. The TNA title is now recognized as a world championship. He did not need the U.S. championship. Carmelo needs the U.S. championship, and then you stop the open challenge. Look, man, here's the thing. That open challenge introduced us to Sami Zayn, introduced us to Cesaro. Man, Cesaro made a killing in that open challenge. Another superstar WWE slept on. Then last night in the main event of SmackDown, we see a first-grade talent return. And yes, I said first grade. A first-grade talent return. Yeah, Baron Corbin is a former NXT Tag Champion. He won the Dusty Cup with Braun Breaker. And he's a former United States Champion. He's a former Money in the Bank winner. He squandered that. I don't disagree with you. People can say it was a fluke all they want to. Big Jim pinned Rules Keys last night. I'm just saying, you bring back Baron Corbin and you automatically enter and put him in. Not only you bring back Baron Corbin, you put this man in the damn U.S. title picture. Am I crazy? Last time he was a U.S. champion, he didn't hold it that long because Dolph Ziggler took it off him. Then Dolph Ziggler walked out the company, and they had a tournament for it. And Bobby Roode won the title, but that's here or there. Low key made me mad. You know what Baron Corbin was for a whole year? He was wrestling MLW. He was their tag team champion with Don and Dijak. Now he comes back and he gets inserted into the U.S. title picture. Are you serious? And over on Raw, I love what they're doing on Raw with the Intercontinental title. You got Penta, and this coming Monday they got a number one contender match. Rusev, Ethan Page, Chad Gable, and I think Dragon Lee. The winner goes on to fight Penta at SummerSlam for the Intercontinental Championship. I love what they're doing with the Intercontinental Championship. The U.S. title is right now flaunted around because Trick Williams stopped the open challenge. They're proving LA Knight. You know what? You talk about LA Knight. Let's talk about LA Knight. You know why LA Knight is in the doghouse? I'm going to tell you why. I don't know how many of y'all watch Unreal on Netflix. LA Knight missed the spot at Money in the Bank. And ever since that Money in the Bank, when Seth Rollins won his second Money in the Bank briefcase, when LA Knight missed that spot, he's been in the doghouse with WWE. Why? Because they don't feel LA Knight is safe enough. Listen, I want everybody to listen to me very carefully. LA Knight is a former TNA world champion. LA Knight was, when he came to NXT, they didn't know what to do with him. So you know what they did? And it was an insult, and they can say it wasn't. They gave him the $1 Million Championship. Virgil held the $1 Million Championship. They gave him the $1 Million title. You know why? Because they don't know how to use LA Knight. Then I'm a Uso fan. I'm the biggest Uso fan there is. I am sick and tired of seeing Jey Uso go from the bottom to the top, yeeting his way. Hey, okay, he made it to the finals. I'm gonna say this boldly, and I may get hated for this. I don't care. It's my show, my views, how I feel. I'm gonna speak it. It shouldn't have been Jey Uso. It should have been Javon Evans. I said it, and I don't care. When you talk about Usos, the better Uso, Big Jim. I said it. Debate me on it. I don't care. I'm speaking how I feel. Big Jim is the better Uso. You know why he's the better Uso? Hold on. Well, Trick and Mello started there. They wanted to stop the open challenge as they wanted to bring the story. Yo, and I respect that. But what storyline has Trick been in since he won the U.S. title? He basically called Sammy a racist with the gingerbread man. I mean, the most he did, he could have used Gucci Mane's song Gingerbread Man and made it pop more, but he didn't. I respect that. Bring back the storylines. Okay, like in WCW, Kurt Hennig and DDP, Paige was chasing the U.S. title all the way until Starrcade, and he beat Hennig for it. That was a chase. Why? Because Paige had to go through NWO members. After NWO members, to get to Hennig. He did it. He won in the DC. That's it. He did it. He the storyline. But the Trick has not been in a storyline. And I got nothing but mad respect for Trick Williams. Nothing but mad respect. If anybody can go out there and perform with Mike Santana at Bound for Glory the way Trick Williams performed with Mike Santana, I got nothing but mad respect for Trick Williams. Okay? I got nothing but mad respect. And you want to talk about, look, the storylines, bring back. We need more storylines. People are hating this whole Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. I'm not. You know why? Because there's a storyline that's been played out since the Shield days. It's finally going to come that this story has been going on and on and on. And I love the fact how they never allowed Roman Reigns to beat Seth Rollins in a premium live event. I love that. Because it shows the tribal chief has a weakness. I love how they did this storyline with Roman and Seth. I loved it. I'm going to love watching it August the 2nd, because we all know that's going to be the main event, night 2 of SummerSlam. Roman and Seth. We all know that. But I love it because they are building. They built up to right here, right now, where in 2 weeks, August the 1st, on Warren's birthday, 2 weeks, and about 2-3 weeks, I don't know how many weeks we have SummerSlam, 2 weeks, you will be building to something. The U.S. title picture is all over the damn place. Ricky Saint, Carmelo Hayes. Now we got Baron Corbin in the damn picture. I mean, come on. And let's, you want to talk about tag teams? Tag teams, really? Damian Priest and R-Truth has been one hell of a tag team. But you know what? Take the jokes away from R-Truth. Take the name R-Truth away from Ron Killings and bring back NWA TNA Ron the Truth Killings. And New Life know exactly who I'm talking about. You bring that guy to WWE, you take the leash off that guy, I guarantee you he's a world champion before he retires. Mark my word. You know why? The match he had with Ken Shamrock to win his very first NWA World Championship was awesome. He won a King of the Mountain to win his second NWA World Championship. So yeah, take R-Truth away. Bring Ron the Truth Killings to WWE. Okay? change Damian Priest's name to the Punisher like he was in Ring of Honor, and watch he's the champion, a single champion again. Finn Balor has been on fire since moving to SmackDown. I love that. But let's make him a little heelish, and let's bring the Prince, mix the Prince with the Balor, and bring back Prince Devitt. And watch how fast Finn Balor grabs hold to the top of the mountain. And you got the King of Strong Style who's just sitting at home, who just needs the world title. Let him win Money in the Bank. Let him cash in and win his first world championship in WWE. This is the storylines WWE need to be building right now. Last night on SmackDown, Finn Balor and Haku-san, that was a match to behold. Do you hear me? Two founding members of the Bullet Club in New Japan last night went out there, told the story in the ring, and left it all in the ring. Oh, it's not over. It's not over by a long shot. Royce Keys and Big Jim told the story. It was a short story, but it told the story. The real story is when Jacob super kicked Royce Keys. And if WWE does not capitalize on Jacob and Royce and put them in a match at SummerSlam, and that shows you right there, WWE does not know what they're doing. Okay? The tag team division. I don't know why you take the tag team titles off one of the top tag teams like the Street Profits and give it to a made-up tag team like Braun Breaker and Austin Theory. I don't know why you do that, but you did that Monday night. This is my problem with that. And I'm going to speak how I feel. A lot of people know I speak how I feel. Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker. Do you know who his father is? Do you know who his uncle is? This man is the nephew of Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner. He is the son of the dog-faced gremlin Rick Steiner. Perhaps the greatest tag team of all time, the Steiner brothers. And you calling this man Braun Breaker. What the hell is a Braun Breaker? And I get it. He wanted to get in the business without the name of his father. I get that. Because the Steiner name opens a lot of doors. I get all of that. Call him Braun Steiner. Talks like his uncle anyway. His math is a lot better than his uncle. Come on, man. The future of Monday Night Raw is Braun Breaker. The future of Monday Night Raw is also Obafemi. King Obafemi. And on a personal note, I pray Obafemi puts Brock Lesnar through the cell and puts his ass through the mat, and we don't see that jacked up, tight neck son of a bitch no more in WWE, because I can't stand Brock Lesnar, and I hope Obafemi not only retires his ass, but end his damn career. I don't like Brock Lesnar. I can't stand Brock Lesnar. I wish he goes somewhere and go on a ranch and get run over by his own damn tractor. Sorry. I just don't like Brock Lesnar. You talk about how people come in and make an impact. CM Punk did that Monday night. In a sense, Baron Corbin did that last night. But Here's the thing: you can make an impact all you want to. What's next after you make the impact? Are you going to phase away, or in the words of Matt Hardy, are you going to fade away and obsolete? Or are you going to come back next Friday and make another impact? Are you going to come back the following Friday and make another impact? Are you going to come back the Friday after that and make another impact? Are you going to come back the Friday after that and make another impact? The fate of professional wrestling is sad. Tag team wrestling is obsolete in WWE. The New Day is gone. Sheamus is gone. Okay, there's no more tag. There's no more wrestling like it used to be. So, and they wonder why AEW is kicking the shit out of them. Tell you why. Because that match MJF and Kenny Omega had Wednesday night was simply a classic. It was a classic. I can go the opening match, Chris Jericho and Tommaso Ciampa. They did not hold back at all. The protostar Kyle Fletcher and Kishito Tanaka, whatever his name is, that was a classic. AEW Beach Break was awesome. The protostar, the new AEW International Champion. Kenny Omega, the new AEW World Champion. Tommaso Ciampa perhaps picking up the biggest win in his entire career by beating Chris Jericho. Come on, man. He beat Chris Jericho. Do you know how big of a win that is for Ciampa? Omega, MJF. What was it? Hello? 1 second. Can y'all, can y'all hear me? My headset went out. If y'all can hear me, give a thumbs up in the chat. Okay. Yeah, it was awesome. AEW put on a hell of a show last on Wednesday night, and tonight they're doing Collision where Bandino is defending the Ring of Honor World Championship against a member of the Don Callis family. The the state of professional wrestling, man. Look, I mean, professional wrestling is not like it used to be. We growing up, we had the option. We had the option every Monday to turn from you was on USA watching Raw, then you flip the channel to TNT, you watch Nitro. You don't have that no more. You don't. You really don't have that no more. WWE, the juggernaut WWE is the talent they got. They got some talents they're not using. I mean, Jordan Grace. When's the last time you seen her in action? Jordan Grace, Illinois Dragunov. You haven't seen him in a while. You won't see Sheamus no more because he's gone from WWE. You won't see the New Day no more because they're gone from WWE. You won't see the Motor City Machine Guns because they're gone. And to be completely honest with you, if I was the Street Profits, I'll leave too. If I was Sami Zayn, I'll walk out too. I'm just TNA has just inquired WWE's one of WWE's top writers, top writers and top producers. It was announced last night that Brian James, aka BG James, aka Road Dogg Jesse James, has signed a 4-year deal as the head writer for Total Nonstop Action, TNA. Now, if you all watch Dark Side of the Ring like I do, and you saw part one and part two of Jeff Jarrett and TNA, you saw the controversy, you saw everything Dixie Carter and Jeff Jarrett went through as partners. Hey, that was a masterpiece. Um, Dixie Carter, a lot of people say Dixie stole TNA from Jeff Jarrett. I'm not going to fence behind that, but I'm gonna get on that on another subject. Okay, you got New Life who does the WFCW every Wednesday, and they've been putting on better shows than WWE. I do BCW Mondays and Fridays, or I try to do it Mondays and Fridays. I'm not too tired. If I don't do a Monday, I do a Tuesday. If I don't do it Friday, I'll do a Saturday. Like tonight, I got a Saturday night show to start at 8:30. So I'm about to wrap this up and set my card up for Saturday night final hour. I do Master of the Mat as well. I'm getting back and doing a Master of the Mat. What's really going on? Is TKO out to sabotage WWE, or is TKO out to make WWE better? Because all I'm saying is TKO making WWE worse. ESPN earlier this week came out and said and told Triple H that they need more matches on their premium live event. This past, I think it was just Thursday, Nick Khan had a sit down in the Tampa, Florida, with a bunch of WWE fans, and he asked them how they feel about the ESPN experience right now. One fan came out of the mouth and said, "It'd be great if you get rid of the ads." WWE is no longer in debt. WWE is no longer in court. Vince McMahon court cases should be wrapping up shortly. TNA is up for sale. I will say that, but Anthem wants TNA to pay back the $60 million they owe. And TNA has been bringing in revenue. The last time I checked online, TNA is in the black. They can pay off their debt, but they don't feel they owe Anthem anything because Anthem is Dixie Carter and her father's company. For those of you who don't know, I think Don Callis has a hand in that as well, if I'm not mistaken. I gotta check into that. But Scott D'Amore, who was the manager of Team Canada and TNA, he was also a producer and the head authority man for TNA for a long time. He came out, he was on Jonathan Coachman and Vince Russo show. He said that Anthem is trying to rip TNA off because they feel, well, we can get this much out of TNA. Nobody wants to buy it. Well, joke's on them. Tony Khan turned it down, which we knew he was. WWE is inquiring to buy TNA, but they're not going to pay the 50. They're not going to pay their debt off. They're just going to acquire TNA. That wouldn't be a bad idea for WWE to buy TNA. I mean, they got AAA, so why not? You can have Monday Night Raw, Saturday AAA, Friday SmackDown, and keep TNA. You got 4 shows WWE can have. Like right now, Mike Santana. He's no longer under contract with TNA. He's in negotiation with WWE. Now, I got 5 people watching. Let me ask y'all a question. If the WWE does get Mike Santana, do you put him on the main roster, or do you put him on NXT and let him go straight out to Tony D'Angelo? How would you do it? Me personally, I'll put him on NXT and make him work his way up. Because what you done outside of NXT don't make a difference. You got to prove yourself coming to NXT. And a lot of guys that came over has yet to prove himself. But I want to know how y'all do it. Will y'all send him to the main roster, Raw and SmackDown, or will y'all keep him, or will y'all put him on NXT AAA? How would y'all do it? Also, here's a bonus question. Ray Phoenix has been tearing it up as the Cruiserweight champ in AAA. Do you think the WWE should bring back the Cruiserweight Championship and make it exclusive make it exclusive for Raw, SmackDown, and NXT? Let me hear your questions before I wrap up. Let me hear what you got to say. Don't be shy. 5 of y'all watching. 6 lights. Okay. Mike Santana is no longer on the contract with TNA. There's rumored that he's coming to WWE. What would you do with him? Would you put him on the main roster right away? Or would you put him on NXT/AAA and let him work his way from the ground up? Or would you put NXT? You got one NXT. Okay. Now the second question. Ray Phoenix has been tearing it up as the AAA Cruiserweight Champion. Do you think WWE should reinstate or reintroduce the Cruise? Oh, she should. Jay should have been NXT from day one. Because you know what? People may hate me for saying this. Alexa Bliss' arm was not supposed to go that bad. That was a blotch last night. Did y'all see Alexa Bliss' arm? Oh my Lord. Jay blotched that, and I think she did it on purpose. I think she did it on purpose because the human arm is not supposed to turn that way. All right, now, here's the second question. Come on, I know I got more people than Toya watching, and somebody else answer the question. Is it the right time to reinstate or reintroduce the Cruiserweight Championship? And do you make it all 3 brands? Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. Because right now, Ray Phoenix has been tearing it up, and he's been doing a hell of a job. I mean, a hell of a job as the AAA Cruiserweight Champion. Do you bring back all 3 brands? Okay, I heard from Toya. I got 5 people watching. Somebody else should say something besides Toya. Come on, don't be shy. Do you bring it? I mean, hey, are you trying to call me an ass but couldn't spell it right? Right. That should have been made all 3. Oh, you trying to say AAA. So you don't think WWE should bring back the Cruiserweight Championship? New life? Because in my opinion, you bring back the Cruiserweight Championship and you got a lot of Cruiserweights right now. That way, you can showcase the Cruiserweights in NXT. That way it gives Javon Evans, Ethan Page, Dragon Lee something to fight for. You know what I'm saying? Not just going after the Intercontinental Championship. They get the Cruiserweight Championship. They go on NXT. They go on SmackDown. They go on Raw. They defend the championship, and you have it there where it can be all exclusive. You know what I'm saying let's make it crystal clear. WWE has not had the best luck with the Cruiserweight division because they don't know what they're doing with it. But I'm just saying, my opinion, reinstate the Cruiserweight Championship, make it all exclusive to SmackDown, Raw, NXT, and make their inaugural champion. I say give it to somebody for NXT. Let them showcase their abilities. Let them go to Raw and SmackDown, have a hell of a run, lose the title at a big name event like, if not Survivor Series, I'm gonna say Royal Rumble, have him lose the title of Royal Rumble, and let him go across the board. Because that Cruiserweight Championship, I think WCW did the best with the Cruiserweight Championship because they had top tier cruiserweights: Eddie Guerrero, Juventud, Rey Mysterio. Well, yeah, JD Madonna will be a great cruiserweight champion. He's actually a former cruiserweight champion. He will be a hell of a cruiserweight champion. To be honest with you, Dominic Mysterio will be a hell of a cruiserweight champion. I think that's the title Dominic needs to reinvent his career as the most heel. But and to be Danhausen will be a hell of a cruiserweight champion. He'd be a funny cruiserweight champion, but he'd be a hell of a cruiserweight champion. I'm just saying. But that's just my opinion. But I'm gonna wrap this up because I gotta set up BCW final hour. Thank y'all for watching. I will be back. If not next Saturday, yeah, next Saturday. No, I gotta do. No, I'll probably do it late. It'll probably be around the same time, about 6 o'clock, because I got to do overtime. Dan Mary's coming to my school, the new one. Um, yeah, I'll probably if I don't, I'll let everybody know. Thank everybody for watching the Master of the Mat. I'll see y'all next weekend for another edition of Master of the Mat. I really appreciate y'all tuning in, and thank everybody for the 7 likes I got. I appreciate it so much. Thank you guys for watching. This has been the Master of the Mat. I am Anthony Origin Bryant, and what you're about to hear right now. Before we leave, it's Run DMC, the King. How do you have friends? That's what I want. How? Answer that for me. How do you have friends? All right, y'all. I'm out. I'll see y'all next week.